Hey everyone, Chris Gambit here for the Phoblographer. A couple of people have been asking me to do more tutorials involving Adobe Lightroom and how I edit images, so I'm doing one right now. This is a tutorial on basically how I create a seamless white background effect in a headshot, in this case one of me, just by using Lightroom. So in the blog post that you'll find on the website, which may or not be published today or was published, depending on when you're looking at this. You'll see a whole bunch of details about the lighting setup that I exactly did. Basically what I did was I had a little light over here, and then this all behind me is a white reflector, actually. So how do I make this image look more like an actual headshot with a seamless white background? As you can see here, like right over here, there are some folds. They're not the most appealing, and obviously you probably wouldn't want to work with them. So usually what I do when I edit is I start with some sort of camera calibration, but in this case I'm just going to leave it into standard. And also what I usually do is I go and I edit from the bottom purposely, and then I go all the way up, and I tend to work with things like the sharpness, obviously, first, and then I work with individual colors. Kind of like this. See how orange is associated with my skin, for example? So that works out pretty well. Um, but that's not really what I'm totally doing. Well, I kind of am. I mean, I can do this, and I can, like, brighten my lips up a little bit more, and that works out pretty well. But the bigger part of all this is actually making this just look seamless white. So how do you do that? Boom, right here. Go to mask, brush rather, and I'm going to just increase the size of this, and I'm going to paint on the whites. Just like this. I feel like Bob Ross, but not really, and in the digital world, more or less. So I'm going to blast that whites, and I'm going to blast the exposure accordingly, and then I'm going to lower the contrast, and then I'm going to blast the shadows. I'm going to do basically everything I can to brighten any sort of dark region that you see in this part of the photo. And then I'll probably do so accordingly over here, although I don't really need to do it over there accordingly. It looks pretty okay, so I guess we'll work with that. Now what I do also is I adjust my contrast. The reason why I'm doing this is because it kind of makes my skin just look better, so it's really just more specific cosmetic things that I like. I'm purposely making the darks a little bit darker over there because I like the way it looks. I'm also boosting the shadows so that you get this part of me opening up a little bit more. And then I'm going to just boost the darks over here just a little bit more. And then also boost the shadows, maybe pull the darks back a little bit more. And then since my skin is associated with the orange channel, I may even kind of bring that back just a little bit more to make it look a tad more natural. On top of that, something that I always really like to use is called the Adobe Lightroom retouching kit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the eyes. Where are you, eye whitener? Eye whitener. There we go. And I'm just going to paint this into my eyes just like that. And that's it. That's it. I'm done. That is how you create an image that looks like a seamless white background in very little time. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you watching.